Hi friends, welcome to another edition of QuickTip videos brought to you by dataplatformcentral.com. In this edition of QuickTip video, let's see a new feature which was introduced in the January 2021 update of Power Query. This feature, called as step folding indicators, helps us to identify the steps within the Power Query which can be easily folded. Folding is a concept which is available inside Power Query, which determines which of the steps can be better performed inside the data source. Such steps will be usually taken care of by the data source itself. As an example, let's think of a case when we have relational database management system as a source, like SQL Server source, and we are going to extract some data from the source. After the extraction, we might have multiple steps inside our Power Query. We might have a step which will require the data to be sorted in a particular format, and at a later step we might even do some kind of filtering on the data. Then you might even group the data and aggregate the data. So multiple steps will be involved inside Power Query. Some of these steps, Power Query engine will identify that it can be better handled at the data source level, that is inside SQL Server. Such steps, it will try to pass the steps onto the database so that the database can take care of these things. For example, grouping, sorting, filtering, etc. can be very efficiently done at the database level. So such kind of steps will be passed on to the data source so that it can take care of it. This phenomenon is known as folding. If we are able to identify which of the steps that can be easily folded or passed on to the relational database, we can always sequence our steps in such a way that we can group all the steps which can be folded or passed on to the database towards beginning of the sequence, so that the database can take advantage of it and optimize the performance of all these steps. And any further steps which cannot be handled efficiently by the database can be done after completing all the folded steps. So there is a new enhancement that has come in inside Power Query, which really helps us to identify which of these steps can be efficiently done at the data source level, so that we can bring about some changes in our sequence so as to get better performance from the Power Query. Let's look at an example of a data flow entity inside which we can see how the new fold indicators are being used. So in this case, we can see that we have multiple entities available inside a data flow, of which the entity that we are currently interested in is a sales order details entity. As you see, it currently consists of a set of steps which includes extracting the data from the source, then doing multiple expanding of constituent columns and some merge steps as well. And you can see that some of the steps has these indicators on the side. These are the new fold indicators, which indicates whether the query can be folded to back to the data source or there is no possibility of the folding happening. So you see this green icon shows that this step will be evaluated by the data source. Similarly, you have some other steps where it says like this step will not be evaluated outside the data source. That means this is going to get executed within the Power Query engine itself. So like that, wherever it is possible to determine beforehand whether the query can be folded or not folded, that information will be provided along with the step details. And this is determined by determining the query plan. So what it basically does is that the Power Query engine will try to find out the query plan for each of the steps which are involved in the creation of that particular entity. So in this case, you can see that it pulls data from a source, then it expands a few columns, then it's doing merging with some other tables, then on the merged result it is still doing expansion, again another. So there are multiple merges being involved here and multiple expansion of columns, and finally it is replacing some applying some transformations and things like that. So for each of these steps, it will create an internal execution plan for the query. And at the time of execution plan determination, it will be able to identify whether this particular query can be better performed at the data source level. Again, it depends on the type of the data sources as well. For example, in this case, it's a relational database management system. So some of the functions like joining, filtering, grouping, etc., can be better performed at the database level. Whereas if it was a file system or some other type of a source, some of these steps might have to be done at the Power Query engine level itself. So based on that idea, when it tries to form the execution plan, it will determine whether this can be done. And as a result of that, you will be able to see the icon against it to indicate whether it's a step which can be folded or it's a step which cannot be folded. And this will, when you go through the steps, it will give you an idea like, okay, these are the steps which can be grouped together so that they all can be folded. That means they can be performed from the data source itself, which will be the most optimized way of doing these steps. And if there are other steps which are to be followed, they can be grouped after that, so that once the data comes into your Power Query engine, the rest of the steps can be executed. Please keep in mind that not always you will be able to resynchronize these sequence, because some cases there is a chance like one of the step might be dependent on one of the previous steps, and the previous step might be a non-folding step, so you will not be able to move this step towards the beginning. So in such cases, it really depends on your at the end of the day, it depends on your business requirements and what exactly is there some dependency. So definitely the dependency also has to be taken into account. If there is a step which is coming preceding this step and this step is dependent on that, and that itself is a non-folding step, then definitely you will not be able to push the step beyond that. But wherever possible, like some kind of filtration and all, if you feel like this can be done before it really the data is brought into the Power Query engine, then you can push those steps together. So this is just has to be taken as an indication for us to decide whether the current sequence would be the most optimized sequence of steps, or whether we can regroup or reorder the steps so as to get better query performance. So this is one of the small optimization which has currently been introduced in the latest update of Power Query, which can be taken as a guideline to understand how better we can sequence the step so as to get better performance from the given data flow entity. At the time of creating this video, these are the different types of icons that are indicated within your Power Query steps. So the indicators include the folding indicator, which is indicator in green, indicating that the step can be pushed down to the data source for further processing. And the opposite one is not folding indicator, which indicates that there is no way of executing the same step at the data source. That means the step has to be evaluated outside of the data source within Power Query engine itself. Might fold is a case where it cannot determine during compilation time whether the step can be pushed down to the data source or it should be done within Power Query. These type of steps are indicated by means of this might fold indicator, which will mean that at runtime it will again evaluate and see if it can be pushed down. If it is possible, it will push it down to the data source. If it's not possible, it will be evaluating it inside Power Query. So that means the exact status can be determined only during runtime. And then finally we have two cases, opaque and unknown. Both these cases are the cases where it can't determine whether it can be pushed down to the data source. In the case of opaque, it means that the execution plan is determined, but it is not sure whether the same step can be done at the data source level. Usually this points to a case where it points to a constant kind of a table, something like that, and it can't determine whether pushing it down to the data source will give any advantage. And finally, the unknown one means even the execution plan for that particular step cannot be determined, maybe because of an error or due to a configuration problem or due to any other reasons. So that is known as unknown. So it will not be able to take a decision on whether it can be folded or not. So currently the main three things that we should look at are the first three ones, that is the folding ones, the not folding ones, and the might fold ones. So wherever possible, if you can group together the folding and the might fold ones, you will be able to get a much better performance on our query. Hope this video helped you to understand this new enhancement which came in Power Query, and by using these indicators, by determining what steps of the query can be pushed down to the data source, you should be able to effectively sequence your Power BI entity step sequences so as to get better performance. Hope you found this video useful. Feel free to keep subscribing to videos within dataplatformcentral.com. As always, do let me know your comments and feedback. Meet you soon with another useful video. Thank you.